Hi everybody, it's Danny Schur, composer, producer, co-writer of the Stand movie musical. Welcome to Musical Mondays, where we're all about the intersection between stage and screen. The song Stand is the title track of the Stand movie musical. We already recorded one version, which you can see in a video that I've got the link to below for the movie version. Now we're re-recording it as the US radio single version in preparation for a late 2020 release of the movie. We're going to go behind the scenes in London, Ontario, Canada with one of Canada's most talented multi-instrumentalists, arrangers, singers. His name is Jesse Grandmont. Let's go behind the scenes in the recording studio with Jesse in London right now.
Hi, I'm Jesse Grandmont. The show that he put together and wrote over the last 15 years or so is just amazing. The music is so good, and of course the message of the story of the general strike in Winnipeg in 1919, it's so relevant today. And that's why I was so excited when Danny asked me to help work on the movie version of Stand, which of course the musical is called Strike and the movie is called Stand. And I was so happy. I mean, I love the song. I was thrilled to be able to work with Danny again on some of the content that he's putting together. It's just awesome. What I ended up doing, of course, was adding a little bit of a thicker vocal arrangement. The original song was just a solo number. I'm a big fan of those kind of Josh Groban modern pop vocals because they just work so well to have some well-placed oohs and ahs, and I really like a lush, crunchy harmony, really close and full. And that's what I got to do with this tune. Okay everyone, here we are in my music room in the studio, and tonight we're going to be doing men's backup vocals for Stand and the string parts for Stand, well the violin parts for Stand. And joining me in the studio is my good friend and my engineer for this evening, Mr. Alex Berg.
Hello.
And Alex runs a studio here in London called Studio B Music Services, and he's kindly come over and joined me tonight for to put this song together.
Yeah, so we're going to do a little bit of recording. So I've got my Universal Audio Aero interface. We're going to be singing into a Peluso 2247. It's a really beautiful tube mic. All of that running into Pro Tools. Everybody's going to sing their part twice, so it sounds a bit bigger and chorusy. And I'm going to be singing a little bit too.
That's right. Alex is actually a phenomenal singer as well, so he's going to join in and sing the high part of the men's stuff today. So, enjoy! Alright, here we go.
So now I'm gonna stand on the strength of those shoulders of those who stand up and never back down. His hands have the strength to move boulders. I've drawn my line in the sand, and this is where I stand. Not gonna swerve till I land the hand I deserve. So now I'm gonna stand on the strength of those shoulders of those who stand up and never back down. These hands have the strength to move boulders. I've drawn my line in the sand, and this is where I stand. I've drawn my line in the sand.
That's a pretty good take.
Yeah, that was a good take.
Feel good about that?
Yeah, that little is that you asked about at the end, the one with the rest, it's wrong. It should be a quarter note. It is, and this is where I... Yeah. So can I just punch that, and then let me punch that twice from line in the sand, and this is where I... And then I'll do that last chord now, too.
Let me just find where we are here.
Stand on the strength of those shoulders, stand.
You want to do that line in the sand? The one that was just about...
Never back.
Well, that's not line in the sand.
No, it's next line in
that.
the sand. There's boulders, and then there's line in the sand.
Is where I
Before that, yeah.
in the sand.
That's line in the sand.
Line in the sand.
Yeah, that sounded good. That's awesome.
Cool.
So now I'm gonna stand on the strength of those shoulders.
And then for the string arrangements, this was kind of a fun thing to figure out because the stand track has electric and synth bass on it already, so we're not having a string bass. And so instead of getting a string bass on top of that stuff, I kind of took the original string bass part and put some of that in a second cello part. So there's going to be 2 cello parts on this as well as my 2 violin parts.
Stand on the strength of those shoulders of those who stand up and never back down. These hands have the strength to move boulders. I've drawn my line in the sand, and this is where I stand. Not gonna swerve till I land the hand I deserve. So now,
Okay, key change.
on the strength of those shoulders of those who stand up and never back down. These hands have the strength to move boulders. I've drawn my line in the sand, and this is where I stand. I've drawn my line in the sand, and this is where I stand.
So that's it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Danny's been putting out some great stuff every Monday on his YouTube channel, so continue to keep watching those videos. Thank you to Danny for having me do this, and I hope all of you enjoy getting kind of a behind-the-scenes look into what goes into recording a radio hit. Thanks, guys.
Was that cool or what? In the coming weeks, there'll be way more, so don't forget to subscribe. In the meantime, you can get all the music from the Stan Movie Musical soundtrack on Apple Music, download only. See you again.